Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to TRG Central. Tonight we'll be continuing our coverage of the winners of the 2000 Races Derby. This is episode 2. Be sure to check out episode 0 for information about the series. Okay, we are just starting up the game, so let's get right into it. In this episode, we'll be covering a few things. First off, we'll add the 5 horses from the player race to the round of 64 races. There will be 8 races in the round of 64, and we'll see 5 of those horses in those 8 races. Once we finish that, we'll go ahead and draw for post positions for the races. And then we'll finish up the evening by displaying the whole warning line for everybody that would like to wager on the race. So let's go ahead and get the horses that were in the top 5 of the player race slotted into the races. So over here, and we'll pick the first one that needs that has the opening. Remember, from the episode 0, we'll have 8 races for the round of 64. 4 of the races have 7 horses in the field, and the other 4 have 8 horses. So we'll be adding horses to the races that had 7 horses in their field. So let's go ahead and start off. I think race 7 will end up with horses. So let's see. And for some reason, we have to double up on this. So here you go. There's the 7 horses that were already slotted into race number 7. So let's go ahead and add Ruffian to this field. Go down here. We'll pick Ruffian. And then we'll find the jockey for Ruffian. And that's what we like. So now Ruffian's in the field for heat race number 7. So the other thing we have to do is add the weight for Ruffian. So we go down here and we reassign the rates. And in this game we have to do each one manually. So all the horses are currently at 122. And Ruffian at 120. Okay, we'll go over to view the race card.
The track conditions are fast.
Now we'll go ahead and do the draw for post positions. Yes. Okay, there's your post positions for the race. And now we want to, and there's your starting odds. We can add the odds to $1 by just going to the betting window.
2 minutes to post time, 2 minutes.
We won't select any horses, we'll just return. And there you have the odds for the race. You see I'll have another is a well long shot. Ruffian comes in at 21 points, payoff at $21, 10 to 1. And then we'll take track handicapper if you want to take a look at what he thinks. He thinks the fault is the favorites for this race. Okay, so we'll go back to the main screen and we'll do race 5. And we'll do that race. Same thing, we need to do to create a race, go to the editor. Type in the list. I may go in and enhance this so I don't have to do this again, because when we get into the quarterfinal, the semifinal, all the whole field will have to be selected. So now we're on race 5. And have to select it a second time. Okay, in race 5 you see the field so far. We'll need a horse in slot 6. I mean slot post position 8, so we'll get that horse. And that will be Regret. We'll find Regret. And we could have made it a little easier by selecting the age, and of course all of them are 3-year-olds, but we can select females, and then Regret shows up in a little shorter list. So click on Regret, and it looks like Joe Nutter is the preferred jockey for Regret. I'm going to check to make sure there's not a second one. And we'll return. And you see Regret is now entered in race 5. We'll review the race card so we can
The track conditions are
go
fast.
ahead and draw post positions. You see this race will run all index 1 horses, which means the odds are all very, very close to each other. Post positions, and there's your post positions for heat race 5. And we'll go to the betting window to get the odds.
2 minutes to post time, 2 minutes.
And there you go, there's the odds, the 1, and then the early morning line. Favorite in this one looks like it's going to be Northern Dancer. Long shot looks like it's Shadow Gay. Yeah. Okay, that's it from side. Oh. You can also pick up a little rumor on this one. We're going to add Henny's ice cream parlor, and there's something about passive trainers, or if he passes a wad to a stranger in a black trench coat. Okay, let's go along and go to the main menu, and we'll do this again. And we're looking for race 3. We can probably pick any old race here because the next screen will allow us to actually change them to the race we really want. Here, copy. And we're on the 64 heat race 3. We'll get the horses for this race. And you see there's the 7 horses already in the field. Oh, in this race, and 8th horse entered will be Rags to Riches. And again, we can do this if you want. If you like to whittle down the field some, there's Rags to Riches. See, it was jockey Garrett Gomez. And we have John Vasquez. Well, I'm not exactly sure if either one of these jockeys are in the first or riding any of the other horses, so we'll select Gomez. If not, we'll go back and get John. Okay, and it looks like that's true. Now, I think I forgot to put the weights in, but I'll add them in as an edit before we start the races on Sunday. So let's go ahead and do the weights. And as you can see, all horses in the round of 64 are going to carry 122 pounds. I guess I should mention the distance too. Let's finish this up. Okay, and we'll go to the race card and we'll take a look at, yeah, and you see this is a 10 furlong race.
The track conditions are fast.
You can see the early odds. And we'll go ahead and draw post positions. And there you go, and you saw post. When giving it number 8, it was slotted in as the number 1 horse, but ends up getting the 8th lane post position. So we'll go to the betting window again to get the odds to $1.
2 minutes to post time, 2 minutes.
And there you go, you can see that the favorite among the bettors so far is Right to Riches. Oh, that's interesting. And what else do we have here? And you can see it's a very close race, even the 5-1. 6-1 is Native Dancer. I haven't had as much money wagers on him yet. Okay, so that's it for Heat Race 3. Let's go to Heat Race 1. Well, before that, let's do the other heat races that aren't adding horses to the field. Go ahead and that'll be heat race 8. Okay, and there's your field for heat race 8. And you see it, okay, I've mentioned all the horses are carrying 122. So let's go over to view the race card.
The track conditions are fast.
And again, everybody is in index 1. Early line has maybe count fleet. Let's take a look at track handicapper. He says Rick Brown is the favorite as far as Treachery is concerned, or Holmes Treachery. let's go to the betting window. No, we don't want to do that yet. We need to do the post positions. And there you go. There's the post positions for this race. Do the betting window.
2 minutes to post time, 2 minutes.
If we get the odds to $1. See, the public really likes Big Brown, even though he's in the 8th post position. Okay, that looks like that's it for heat race 8. Let's go ahead and do heat race 6. Get the horses. You see that has the 8-field race. Nice horses here, California Chrome, Justify, Califox. We don't need any horses, so we'll go right to the view of the race card.
The track conditions are fast.
Whoa. Hillary is 20 odds are way out there at 82 to 1 in the morning one. Let's go ahead and draw the post positions. There you go. There's the post position. We'll go to the betting window and see what the betting
2 minutes to post time,
so
2
far.
minutes.
And there you go. You have the Mascot, the Gallant Fox. And then even as far as the as the bettors are concerned, let's take a quick look at Homestretch Cherry, and he thinks Justify is the favorite, and the Mascot and Bold Venture. So a little different than what the what the betting public has in mind. You can see the pool is around $26 million. Okay, that's heat race 6. Go ahead and go get heat race 4. There we go. Get the horse. You see there's 8 horses already in this field. There's a favorite. Man of War finally shows up. He'll be running in heat race 4 against Worldway, Tabasco Cat, Needle, Little Current, Cameron 2, and Worldway and Thunder Gulch. Okay. Don't need to get any horses in the schedule. We'll go right to the race card and take
The track
a look
conditions
at
are
it.
fast.
Post positions. And Man of War kept the post position 1. You see there's one index for a horse, Little Current. Let's go ahead and go to the betting window.
2 minutes to post time, 2
Betting
minutes.
public is doing. And so far you can, look at Little Current there. He is really a long shot. And the favorite by the public is Thunder Gulch. Okay, let's see what track handicap has there. He likes Man of War. I think a lot of us do. So Homestretch Cherry is going with man o' war. Okay, so that includes setting up heat race 4. And now take a look at heat race 2. Oh, that's not the one. Okay, heat race 2. There you go, there's our field of 8 horses here. And it has American Pharaoh, Saddle Slew, War Emblem, Funny Side, all sorts of great horses from the past. Well, let's go straight to the field of race card, since we have an 8 horse
Track
field.
conditions are fast.
And draw post positions. You want to take a quick look. It looks like them is the well, it's American Pharaoh 11-2. He's early morning line favorite. Okay, there's our post positions. Go ahead and go to the betting window, see how the betting public
2 minutes to post time, 2 minutes.
wagering on the race. And so far we have them with the favorite for the betting public. And as we have mentioned in episode 0, if there was any jockey that rode 2 horses, we allowed that to happen because each jockey will have their ratings from a different season. It's the American Pharaoh Victor Espinosa from 2015, and we'll also have War Emblem Victor Espinosa 2002 version. Okay, let's take we're going to try Cambridge handicapper and see what home stretch Harry has, and he has Omaha and Zeb as his favorites to run, with the other 2 right behind. So that looks like that's it for heat race 2. So let's go and finish this episode up with heat race 1. Now on this one, this is where we'll be adding the extra horse number 4 and horse 5. Heat race 1. And there you see there's 7 horses in this race, and Secretariat is the highlight of this one. So now we'll add horse for postman and the 8th horse of the race, which will be Rachel Alexandria. There's Rachel, and looks like Calvin Borland is going to be the jockey for Rachel. Turn. You see now Rachel now entered into the heat race 1's field. Now we'll get the 9th horse, and that'll be the extra winning colors. Remember, winning colors was involved in the dead heat race. Pull out winning colors. See, we have a preferred jockey for winning colors. And it's Gary Stevens. Okay, and that horse, and now this is going to be the only 9-horse field in the Rounder 64 heat races. And again, we'll need to add the weights to the horses, so we'll do that real quick. Again, everybody's carrying 122. As you see, Secretariat is rated for 126. Most of the horses are actually rated around 126 because they won at least one Triple Crown race, and all Triple Crown races horses carry 126. And show and winning colors. Okay, we now have the weights. We'll go ahead and view the race card.
The track conditions are fast.
And then we'll have the drawing of the post position for heat race 1. And the reason why Secretary is number 1 on heat race 105 has gone over how I seeded all the races. But I went top to bottom. First seed went in heat race 1, second seed heat race 2, went through all top 8, and then the 9th seed of horse we'll start back in heat race 1, and then heat race 2 would have 10, and so forth. So Affirma was rated the 9th best horse in the field. So let's go ahead and draw post positions. There you go. Oh, Secretariat to have a tough time sitting out in position 8. Although remember, the top 4 do advance to the next round. For the final round. Go ahead and do the betting window and see what the betting public
2 minutes to post time. 2 minutes.
And the field. And Secretariat is not being wagered on much so far. Mainly because he's probably out in post position 8. So he may be a pretty good wager for this race. He definitely could win a bit of money if he comes through. Let's see what Track Handicapper does. And he has Secretariat very, very low. Probably because Secretariat may not be able to do quite as well in the post position 8. But then again, that makes for a good odds for the battle. So I think that's gonna be it here at TRG Central. Hope you like the horses being seated in the races, along with the draw post position segment and the betting window segment, where you were able to view your early morning line and odds to $1 wagering of the wagering public. Well, I think that's it from TRG Central. And and one other thing, remember Sunday will be the running of all 8 races. So make sure you have your bets in place, either here in the comments on my TRG YouTube channel, or go to APBA Between the Lines on Delphi Forums, and you'll see my thread there and about the tournament, and you can wager over there. So again, TRG Central signing off for the night, and this is Gary saying good night.